Hi again, Douglas Scott McCarron. Um, I want to read to you my deepest purpose and my vision of the world. This is what I'm up to. It's going to be kind of interesting because I was going to talk about spirituality and waking up. Yet I've also invented some war games. Um, Having been in one, I'm not a big fan of war, but I like figuring out how things work. I like thinking things through, letting them go. So it's all in there together. That's one of the big things I've come to realize is God is the God of all things, not just the things I think God should be for. Not entirely sure how it all fits together. Some people say we're sinners and God wants us to come to Him. Other people say God decided to go into this big illusion, all this fighting, anger, and loving, and all that stuff is just God investigating God, I guess. Seems kind of a odd thing to do to me, but what do I know? Well, I know a lot, but that just seems odd to me. All right. My deepest purpose is to embrace my humanity, totality, and unity, and that of others. Love, abundance, and success, humility and humbleness, gratefulness and thankfulness. To make connection with myself, other people and beings, as well as non-beings, and businesses to share the possibility of transformation for all. To be available to transformation for myself and others, and to be one. You don't have to, you get to. The vision: to be clear and to help others clear themselves, so they will be more peaceful and the world will be a peaceful and wonderful planet. Value 1: to value my inner dialogue while discerning the addict machine within it. Value 2: to be kind, forgiving, supportive, and loving in my thoughts. I can do that personally, but my thoughts can be awfully mean. But they're changing, that's good. To minimize sugar, flour, etc., and to be supportive of the energy that is my body and being. I found out that sugar is actually an inflammatory in your bloodstream. And it's also, the way it binds onto cells, it kind of goes in where opiates go, and it blocks off other foods. So, we're talking about like refined sugar, not sugar that's in fruits and vegetables. So it's pretty important. I've noticed that the more I've cut that down, the more I feel calm and like my head doesn't get plugged up anymore and I don't feel aggravated so much. To be cleared, to be so cleared that I and others are a pleasure to be around, to be a clearing for transformation. To let go of believing the thought being within is in control, and to let my inner intent intend what is happening. To have humility, to be a vessel of God's love and carry that light and love of God to the world. God will transform you within that energy. To stop fussing and sidetracking and have deep me take charge of the energy to be a vessel of God. To bring light to a world that doesn't seem to know there is light quite often. And finally, to be God's friend. This is very different from my dark, vindictive, self-loathing, malicious, suspicious, cynical self that I used to be many years ago. 4 or 5 years ago. To actually become calm and peaceful is, when you're not used to it and you've never been it, is quite a change I'm grateful for. Another thing, I'll end as always, like, share, support. I request it if you would be open to it. I do have some games that I've developed, and I'm going to be putting those out on my website, dsmccarron.com. And I'm also remastering a lot of the music I've copyrighted and recorded and put on my CDs. And I'll be putting those out as like MP3s if you are interested in downloading. They're like $1 a piece. You know, I appreciate the sport. Like I've said before, I'm 70 and it's getting a little harder to make money, so I'm doing this YouTube thing. So I like making videos. So like, share, support. If you want to do Patreon or buy me a book. I don't drink coffee, so I buy a book. You can do that. I also have merchandise for the web series A Bit Twisted available at the my site dsmccarron.com. So I invite you to come check me out and look for A Bit Twisted, the web series online and on cable. It's starting to get distributed around. I also have another movie I'm working on that I'll be putting that out soon. Just have to get the sound and the color corrected. A lot of work for one guy, but I like it. Okay, thank you until next time.